Okay guys, welcome to Go Academy. If you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. So today we're going to be looking at a 3-3 invasion when we black did this large knights move here. So we see this often, 3-3 invasions, because they're easy to do and you have a high chance of surviving in a corner. But when you survive in the corner, you also give the black, or us in this case, very strong wall. So the first step is you want to look at which way you want to make the wall. If we go here, our wall ends up facing this way. If we go here, our wall ends up facing this way. So look at your surrounding and decide which way you want to make the wall to face. But let's pretend the early game, there's not many stones around. Then which way should I go? Well, this in this case is better. Because if we go here, we'll end up with the wall like this. And this stone is just way too close. It's useless. Not giving us much territory. Not really doing anything. If you want to use this wall, we're going to have to make another move somewhere farther over here. Similarly, if we do this knight's move, we make a wall. This is too close. If we try to fight it like this, we have a weakness here. And this stone's too far away to protect the weakness. So we have to protect it ourselves. And it leads to our stones being divided and under attack. So if we try to keep attacking, well, that's when our weakness shows up and our stone gets captured. Same thing for this. Just like this, and we lose by 1 liberty. So that doesn't work. How about blocking it twice? Well, you see this a lot where we trade off like this, but in this case, because again our stone's too close, the stone's kind of useless. We're gonna have to go again if we want to make territory. This could be a good move if you have friendly stones here and maybe opponent stones on this side, but in this case, not the most ideal. So we're gonna go this way, and white's simply gonna push out, make some room. Now this is where we have our 3 choices. 2 headstone from the top, 2 headstone from the bottom, and straight up. So very first, we're gonna look at the most common, 2 headstone here. Well, this is very textbook, very common. You see this a lot. Here, white does tiger mouth and black Ataris. Most cases, white's not gonna take the ko, unless white has a lot of ways to win the ko. If they do, they'll do this. But if they don't, like this early game, they'll just simply connect. We connect our weakness. White survives in the corner, and boom. We capture the stone. We fully surround the white. Lots of potential. All we do is lose a corner. White could also just simply do this. But the difference here is later down the line, if there's a ko, black going here is a way to force the white to respawn. Unlike this, going here doesn't provoke a response. So white's gonna do this. It's a little bit better shape. Maybe this could lead to white winning a ko down the line. But a little detail here. So going here, pretty good for black. Ends up with strong wall, only losing a little bit of the corner. How about this? 2 headstones always good. How about from the bottom? Well, first, white can do this. And then poke through Atari. We have to save. We have to connect. And then white just survives here. A really strong wall for black. Pretty big here for white. One thing is, later down the line, white can go here, which threatens to disconnect here and also destroy some territory here. One thing here is white cannot go here and then go here. Well, they can, but it's a little bit different where we don't connect here this time. We just simply go like this and then connect. Leads to a stronger wall, no weakness, a little bit smaller territory for the white. So white is gonna do this. Best move for white here. What this does is if we go here, white can break through up here. Previously, white couldn't do that because it got disconnected. But now that white has a stone here, we cannot disconnect it. So we're going to try something like this. If white connects, that's good for us. Strong wall, small territory. But white's probably going to break through here. If we disconnect now, white Ataris reconnect. White survives in the corner. We have to save our stone here. It's white's turn. We're disconnected. White has this sticking out the middle of our position. Not good for us. Terrible. White's turn. We have no real potential. We lost the corner. Not good. So what do we do if white goes here? Well, simply block the top. If white goes here, you have a few choices. You can just leave, which is honestly the best move, especially at the early game. Going here, blocking it, really is only like 5 to 10 territory. So just leaving is the best move. So let's look at the final one. Something like this. In this case, white has a few choices. Black going here is a way to try to end the situation on our turn, so we can go somewhere big. If white goes straight up, we block. White does this, and then white could leave. The problem is, once we do this, white has to go here to survive, which ends up on our turn. We have a really strong wall. White's territory is really small, so it benefits us. So white has another move here. In this case, white wants us to respawn. Something like this. A little bit bigger territory for white. Ends up on white's turn. But black does have a pretty strong wall here. But downside to white going here is we can just leave. Going here really only protects like 3 territory. Going somewhere else is way bigger, so not the best move for white. Last move white has, again, is a knight's move. If we block like this, white pushes out, we block, and then something like this happens where we have 2 weak spots. If we save the one up here, white does something like this where our wall here is rendered useless. And if we save the one down here, later down the line, white has this weak spot where it could lead to some problems in the later stages of the match. So instead of blocking this way, again, we're going to block this way. White pushes out, and just something like this happens where, again, black, very strong wall, and white just survives here. So something like that. Another move black can do instead of going here is down here. If white just goes here, connecting, then loses a corner, has to go out. If white blocks us, instead of connecting, we're gonna disconnect here. If white tries to disconnect us, we can capture the white. So if white captures our stone, we trade it off like this. We used to see this, and this used to be taught around a few places, but not really anymore. Not much now, because it is white's turn. This wall is not that strong, especially because it's open down here. So not the best. So normally you can just leave here. Again, early game, there should be way bigger moves. So to do a quick recap, when there is no stones around, you want to go this way. Going this way makes a wall and makes this useless because way too close. So going this way is better. And from here, you have 3 choices. 1, 2, 3. And this is textbook. Just leads to white surviving in the corner here. And black having a strong wall. It is white's turn. And going here, few options, but again, black ends up with the wall. White survives in the corner. And then here, again, black, strong wall, but depending on what white does, it could end up in your turn. So you might want to do this if you have some spots you want to go to. It's a risk. Depending on what white does, you might be able to go to that big spot that you're looking for. So when you see this large nice move and you get invaded in the 3-3 area, now you know which way to go, what to do. You know all the choices, and you'll be educated on that, and you'll know how to respond. So thank you for watching all the way. And if you guys liked it, maybe check out another video.